Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Backgammon Club study session for May 14th, 2025. If you want to find more information about our study sessions or our weekly tournaments, send us an email to midatlanticbg@gmail.com. All right, we're going to start a brand new 5-point match. We will collectively play against Extreme Gammon, and if you want to vote, you can do so at slido.com. Okay, so here is our start of the match. So our opponent has rolled 6-3 and they played 24, 18, 13, 10, and now we're on roll. Here we go. Okay, 4-2 to play.
4-point.
I think we have two reasonable options.
I think you're supposed to hit here.
Okay, Bill Spruce wants to hit. Bill never passes up hitting a checker. And I think the other reasonable option is to just make the 4-point.
Yeah.
I think those are clearly the two plays. And if you're on Slido, you can vote. Okay, we got a few votes in. Looks like making the 4-point is ahead.
I like to hit, but I'm trying to get there yet.
Okay.
Enter code.
Oh, it's tied. How many of us are there? Oh, there's
I didn't
7 of
vote
us.
yet.
You didn't vote yet. Okay, Bill Powell's going to break the tie.
Trying to. I'm trying to get there. Here we go. 1, 2, 9, 6.
Okay, right now we got 6 votes in, and 4 of them are
like
for to hit. And
Okay.
Bill, you said you wanted to hit?
I like to hit.
Okay.
There it is.
All right, we're going to hit. And I do think the hitting is right.
Looks like it's 5 out of 7 now.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
somebody switched it
Take
vote
a
too,
look.
apparently.
It's close. So it's not a big mistake to make the 4-point. The 4-point's nice, right? You'd love to have that.
Yes.
Hitting is just a little bit better. Okay, so now we got hit back. So now we're on the bar. All right, 6-2 to play.
Okay.
Hit on the 2, hit on the 6.
So you want to play bar 23, 13, 7 and hit. Is there
Yes.
anything else that we should consider? Like
No.
Oh,
bar 23, 24, 18 maybe?
You can consider it, but it would be wrong.
Okay. One thing I've discovered is I keep running into this, that a lot of times when I make a mistake, it's because I didn't even consider the right move. Like it just didn't occur to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, let's vote.
Oh,
If you haven't already, go ahead and cast your vote.
I think the general advice that's pretty good is to try to think of 3 moves for each roll if possible.
Oh, I like that. Okay, everybody wants to hit on the 7-point, so let's do it. And I think this one won't be close. Yeah, that's not too
Oh, not close.
a lot of benefits from hitting. Our opponent has no board. We're behind in the race. We've got 3 checkers back. A lot of positives that can happen. I'd say, and they had to make a kind of a funny looking play where they slotted the 4-point. Okay, we can hit that, right? Or not?
No.
I'm sorry.
13,
not ready to hit
7,
yet.
23, 22.
Okay, 23, 22, 13, 7. What else?
13, 7, 6, 5.
I was
Okay,
just going to say I'd want to
7,
consider
6,
it.
Yeah, I would say
5.
that too.
That's a good choice because See, we're behind, right? So we can try to play boldly. If we can make the 5 point, well, that would be great, right? Not to
Yep.
mention 6 to 5 unstacks that heavy point.
Yep.
It does give them a shot at us.
Yes.
Okay. Any other plays that we might want to
Yeah,
consider?
let's consider 24-18 and 8-7.
Yeah, that's exactly the
Sure.
play that I was going to mention. Good.
Don't say that because that would scare me, Jason.
That's
Oh,
good
sorry.
too. Yeah.
Trying to establish some kind of outfield presence, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's right. This is a tough play.
My main concern with both the 24-18 and to a lesser extent the 6-5 is it completely diversifies their roles. I
Yes.
still think that there's upside to consider, but it's giving them so many nice shots, not nice rolls.
Ones to hit, twos and fours to cover,
Yeah.
fours and sixes to hit our blot on the 23 point. Yeah, that's something to consider. All right, let's vote. Lots of votes for slotting the 5 point. Okay, let's go ahead and
Can
do
you
that.
remind me where I'm voting? Is that on the
So, Slido.com, you can see it above my head,
oh yeah, I see it.
and then you have to enter the code 1296.
Got it.
Great.
Thanks.
Yeah, let us know if you have any trouble with that. Okay, so I think we're gonna do 13-7, 6-5 seems to get the most votes. All right, let's make that play. They covered. Let's go back and look at our play. Ooh, look at that. We got it. You know, once they've made that anchor on our 4 point, our big stack on the 6 point is not useful for much, but it is useful for making the 5 point. So by putting a checker there, we're at least trying to get those checkers to be useful.
Hmm.
All right, so they made this nice point. We sure would like to make the 5 point. What's our plan right now? What do we need out of this position?
8-5 and mobilize the back checker.
Okay. And I would also say another thing that we would like to get out of this is maybe we can get a better anchor. We
Yeah,
have an
like a
anchor on the 24 point, but it's
yeah,
not a great one. That's the one we were born with. Can we get a better anchor?
yeah,
Ones and
or
threes, we're
maybe
probably going to make our 5 point, right?
Yes.
Sometimes I like to, before rolling the dice, just take a look around the board and just kind of assess, what do I want out of this? It's not because I'm trying to root for numbers. I don't want to say, oh, I would really like a one, but I want to assess why. Why do I want a one? What's the priority in this position? What do I need to achieve in the short term? Okay, let's roll them. Okay.
24-18, 8-5.
Yep.
15, 8-5.
I mean, I know this is obvious and simple going back to basics here, but I see the three first, right? I always play the first number I know I have to play, which is 8-5 is a given that has to happen, right?
Yeah,
So
it
then-
seems like it's pretty strong because that makes
So
the
then,
5 point.
where's the six, right?
Yeah, where's the 6?
And that doesn't leave any choice except 24-18.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Is there any other play we should even consider?
I mean, you can't leave a shot at your midpoint. You can't.
Yeah, this looks a little weak. It
You-
it
you-
disconnects all of our checkers, right?
You could make your
We don't want to leave
2 point.
this here, and then we'll have all these 3 checkers back. How are they going to get home without help? We really need to hang on to the midpoint because that's how we're going to get our checkers home. And by the way, I think that's why 24-18 is good. Sure, it's going to give our opponents a lot of ways to hit us. But what if they don't? Then we might be able to establish the 18 point and try to have some better outfield control. So I'm not even really seeing another play here.
Well, Tom suggested making the 2 point. I don't
Tom,
know if he was
It's
I don't know if he
just
was suggesting
it's
it or just offering it as another potential idea.
I was just trying to find all available options, even if they were terrible. But my idea is the key to playing terrible is to find terrible moves.
listen, we're
I'm
all
a,
capable of that.
I'm
Is
a,
that a part of your webinar? Or your beginner thing, Tom?
I'm actually an expert at that. That's the thing. I'm able to contort my brain into all kinds of ways to find the worst move, which is fun in itself.
Yeah.
You're a
All
funny
right.
guy, Tom.
Well, I will I will interject that since I think 8 to 5, 24-18 is correct, according to Frank Raposa, that means it has to be wrong.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the best move.
Well,
He's just joking, I believe.
even the blind squirrel, Bill.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
What
so let's make that play 13-7. I'm sorry, 8-5, 24-18.
what causes XG to roll? It just happens automatically, or do you have to tell it to roll?
Oh, it does it automatically.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay, yeah. So 24-18, 8-5 was definitely right, and right by quite a
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
And I don't think any
Even,
of us is surprised at
even the
that.
next best play is a double whopper, I believe. Is that what
Yeah,
that means? Yeah.
yeah. So some of the language you might hear sometimes, that means our play was a double wipeout.
Ah,
All right, they hit us twice.
that's what I would have done if I
Yeah.
got 6-5 from their
Okay, now
position.
how do you like our position? Do we look good here or
Yeah.
Yeah, we look great.
Nothing to be
4 point
concerned
prime.
about.
We're behind the race, but I don't care. Position's much stronger.
okay, let's tally up
I
like
don't want to
assets
double
and
them. I don't
weaknesses.
think it's that good.
All right, what's our main asset in this position?
4 point prime.
Or prime.
The four prime, it's good.
4 point prime.
What's our main weakness?
2 on the bar.
Go on the
Yeah,
bar.
we got two on the bar. We got to do something about that, right?
That's a pretty big weakness.
That is a big weakness. We do at least get to have a shot at, hitting some checkers. Any one and double fives will hit. Okay, here's another important weakness. Our midpoint is stripped.
Yes.
That could cause some problems down the line.
Yep.
But, if we hit a checker, we're immediately a favorite. This prime is pretty good. All right, let's see if we can do it.
Right.
If history is any guide, the answer is no. Oh, amazing. I did it.
2-1.
You mean you didn't roll 4-6? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I would have.
he didn't make his bar point or the 5 coming out, which is the big worry that when we had 2 in the bar, there's a really good chance he was going to improve his board very quickly, and he did not.
Yes. All right, should we consider a cube?
I'd wait one more.
Yeah,
I get off the
I
bar
don't, I
before
don't like it
cubing
quite.
him.
I don't like it quite enough. But I think I'm also very much part of the people who don't turn the cube as early as they should, and therefore it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So my question was kind of a trick question. I said, should we consider a cube? And the answer is yes, we have to consider
we
the
should.
cube.
Always.
Yes. Woolsey
For
says
every
every roll
roll.
is a cube decision.
Every roll is a cube decision. We hit with all ones, and then what else do we hit with?
Every three that
Fives where
comes,
we don't
every three that
fan.
comes in first.
5, 2, 4, 3,
5, 4, 3, 2s,
5,
1s.
5, 3, and 5, 5. Oh, I lost count. How much is that? I think that's 20.
4, 3.
I think
Yeah,
if you
we have
come
a
in
lot.
and get a 3, you get on the 3 point from the 6. If you're not
Yeah, so
hitting
we
someplace
might be
else.
hitting loose there. 5, 2, 4, 3,
I think it's
5,
18.
3, and 5. That's 7, 18. Yeah, sorry, 18. That sounds right. Half of our numbers are going to hit a checker.
No. And therefore half done.
All right, now let's say we hit something, and let's say I don't know. Let's say we hit something and they come in.
Yep. That's the most
Would
likely.
they still take a cube?
Maybe. But that's not our problem. Our
No,
problem is
that's not
whether
our
they-
problem, but it is our problem to try to figure out if can we lose our market? Can we go
Oh,
from
yes, correct. Oh, we
can we
could.
get
Yes,
to a
we could
place
lose it.
where our opponent would have to pass a cube?
If we hit and they come in, we're slightly ahead in the race. We'll have the better board, but it's not. But considering we're behind by 13 checkers now, it's not like we would have a big race lead in that scenario.
So you think they'd still have a take?
If we hit the one on the one, yes. If we hit the one on the bar, which makes it harder for them to then make the board, it becomes much closer in my mind.
Yeah. Okay, well let's vote on the cube.
I think we only have one market losing roll, which would be double fives.
Double fives. Yes.
I mean, on our end, and I know the sequence is their roll as well, but my point is, I think only double fives would be.
What about 1-6 double hit?
Yeah,
Or
I suppose
1-5.
1-6 as well, or double fives, I guess.
Or 1-5 is a double hit, so that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's 4. We're up to 4 rolls that double hit.
Yep.
Rick, are you
Jason, is
trying to
that a
talk me into
dog?
sending the
Oh,
cube?
it's a
You know what,
puppy.
Jason? I've come around to saying I think we should throw the cube because you know
Oh.
what? If I was white, I'd have a hard decision to make here.
I think
And if I have a hard decision to make as white, then I should force white to make a hard decision.
Well, that's a good point.
I don't know that
There's that too.
I'm not sure about the score. I'm
Double
sure,
unless you know it's
certainly-
wrong.
Certainly, if
one
we
of
would
Wolsey's
be behind,
sayings.
Can everybody
I
see
don't know
my
it's wrong to
assistant
double, so
here
I should double.
behind me?
Yeah, he's
What is
beautiful.
that cute?
That's
A
Teddy.
puppy. Teddy bear.
dog
Hi,
or a cat?
Teddy.
That's a dog.
A
Let's get
dog.
Teddy over for a better
Oh,
look.
okay.
Teddy, come on.
Oh.
All right, buddy.
Hi,
Oh,
Teddy.
he's a hound dog.
Oh, there's the dog.
Oh, he's a little
You ain't
beagle.
nothing but a hound dog.
Oh,
Oh,
how old is
beagle.
he?
He's a
He's
beagle.
about 5.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
good at
He's
backgammon.
got
He
long
just
ears
wants to
for
eat
a
the
beagle.
pieces.
Yes,
Is
he
he
does.
part
Probably a
basset?
mix. Looks like a mix.
Yeah, he looks part basset with those long ears.
Yeah,
You know,
cute.
people say that, but I did a DNA test on him. He's all beagle.
He's what?
He's
All
100%
beagle.
beagle.
Oh, okay. That's what my dog is. Beagle / border collie mix.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, Teddy has nothing to contribute to the discussion.
Hi, Teddy.
All right, we're voting on the cube. If you haven't already, go ahead and cast your vote.
I
We're a little
think I'm
split on this
cheating.
one. Oh, we're all tied now. Oh, and sending the cube has taken the lead.
Bill Powell wants to
Wow.
send it. I can't find a stupid thing again.
Oh, this is
I
great.
don't
We
know
got
why I
10
lose
votes.
track of it. It's like I shrink the window down. I forget where the heck it is. I can't find it down here.
Okay, looks like we're 6-4 in favor of doubling. So I think we're going to do it.
7-4.
Now,
'Cause
I
like to
voted-
double too.
I voted to not double because I'm a little scared about this position, but I sure see why people want to double. 18 hitters is a lot. Okay, so my feeling is I think there's not enough market losers, but it is
Okay.
it is a pretty strong position. Okay, let's turn the cube, and we did not hit. And XG says we're not quite
Oh,
good enough.
double.
Oh, no double. Gotcha.
Double whopper to cube. I think the take is too easy.
Hmm.
That's okay though. You want to
Oh,
make
there goes our PR.
yeah. Listen, it happens, right? It's also early. Also, I think you should not feel bad about sending over a cube here. If you go through the process and you think about, why do you want to send the cube over? And if you feel like you have a rationale, Don't worry about it if you make a mistake. It's okay. The important thing is to have a reason for your plays.
Okay, so I think it'd be interested to see. You don't have to go making the changes, but I'm fairly certain this is a cube, say, at us being 5 away and let's say 2 away, or not 2, 3 away, 5 away. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. I'm just saying at a different match score, this could very well be.
Yeah, at some different match scores. Yeah. All right, what are we going to do with this?
Run it. I don't see any other choice.
So Rick
Good.
says bar to
It's not hitting
14.
anywhere, so it's just bar 14, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty automatic, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's just do it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
They, man.
Oh, this
But
could be
we got a
good.
nice,
Yeah.
we got a nice
Hit
one
back
off the
to the
bar.
5 point.
Hit
Yeah,
back, so
go to hit and go to the 5.
24. And then to the 20. Is there any other play that we ought to consider?
Two on the
Good.
bar is better by far. That would mean 7-3, but I don't like it in
Oh,
this case.
Bill
I
Powell with the
like-
frisky play.
I don't like it.
Twice.
I'm just saying. I see it. I'm doing a Tom Jane here. You got to look at all the plays.
Gotta look at all the plays. That's right.
I don't think 7-3 is correct. I'm just saying it's something you could do.
I wouldn't break that
I'm
prime.
quite sure 13
I
to 9 is wrong.
I hit
13 to
twice.
9 is worse than 7-3, in my opinion.
I would just run it to the 20.
I think
Okay.
running to the 20 is the best.
I hit twice.
Okay, we got some do have some double hitters here. Okay, let's vote.
How do I change last week to this week on slide?
Oh,
What was the question? Maybe I can help her.
Probably just log in again,
Yeah.
re-log in to slido.com and put it in.
I should delete last week's is what I should do. Okay, last week's is gone, so you might want to just try to log in again. Was that Antoinette Marie?
Yes.
Yeah, you might try getting back onto Slido, close your window and try again. I had last week's still out there. Okay, everybody
I'm
likes
still
going to the
getting-
20 point.
I'm still getting.
Let's see what happens after this vote.
I'm not going to vote.
Maybe it'll get you to the right place. All right, we got a 6-4 to play.
Hmm.
What happened to the vote on the hitting twice?
Everybody wanted to just come to the 20, everybody who voted.
And what was the outcome?
Under.
XG says it's a double wipeout. A lot better to step up to the 20 point. That 4-point prime is what we're living with. That's the best.
Yep.
That's our best asset, and we don't want to give that up speculatively, I guess.
Oh, I see. Even Jason, I observed that even bar 24-6-2 was better than bar 24-6.
Yeah,
Really?
and you'd have a
Wow.
hard time bringing yourself to play 6-2, right?
There's no way I would do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, what are we going to
Surprised
do here?
13-9 isn't better than those options, and it's worse than those.
Yeah.
13-9
All right. How about
is
some
worse by
candidate
far.
plays? What do you want?
20 to 10,
Yeah, 20 to 10.
20 to 10.
20 to
Certainly.
16, 13, 7, maybe.
Point to 2.
20 to 16, 13 to 7. Point on the 2. All of these seem very reasonable to me. Anything else that we ought to consider?
Ronnie.
Oh, I've got
How
one.
about 13-3?
Oh, I read my mind. 13 to 3.
Oh.
All the way from the midpoint.
I don't know
Yeah,
if that's the play I want, but I think it's worth considering because it's hitting the next
Yep.
point in line.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not making a gap in your prime.
Right, not making a gap in the prime. I think this is a tough play.
Whereas if 8-2-6-2 would make a gap in the prime, is that the point?
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Like if we did this, yeah, we just kind of
Yeah.
gapped up our
That's the
prime.
gap in the prime you're talking about. Okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
just like you're leaving somebody a checker open there and
Right.
with
Okay.
a lot of shots.
right.
I think I'm going to argue for the 2016-13-7.
Okay, let's see what
I
that
like
looks
that.
like. Here's what it would look like. Go ahead, Rick.
I like it.
Gain some flexibility, gain some builders. It leaves no direct shots in either of the locations where we could otherwise.
That's what I said.
And
Yep.
just biding time, building up our position seems to be the best option to me.
Without breaking that 4 prime.
Wow, a persuasive argument, I would say. All right, well, how about we vote? Let me put it back to the original. Okay, this is the original. Well, right now, it looks like a lot of people like 20 to 16, 13 to 7. Oh, it's a landslide. Everybody likes this. Okay, Rick, this is on you, right?
On me.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Bright
Well,
red,
good
that's
thing
not
we
a good
got out of
sign.
there, I guess.
can we see the moon? Here we go. 2014 6-2.
All right.
Wow. That's
Remember what I
surprising.
said before? Plays that we didn't even talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep them from making the 5 like they did. Hit them as a defensive maneuver, I guess.
Yes, because your opponent has a lot of good rolls. Well, maybe not a lot.
Forces half your turn to come in.
Yeah. Boy, this is tough, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Well, they made their 5 prime, so we're in trouble now, right?
Yes.
We are stuck behind a 5 prime and we're not at the edge. That is not good.
Everybody to the 12 point. Or do
Okay.
we double hit?
Guess what's coming back?
Hmm.
It might.
I think I like the double hit.
I
About
think
16,
6-5,
12,
16-12,
6-5.
I want to
Yeah,
consider.
that's what I'm thinking. And give you another builder on that 5.
16 to 12, 6 to 5. Okay. All right. I got a bunch of options in here.
Is there any merit to going 23-22? Does put us at the edge for that one checker. But
Okay.
he's very vulnerable to attack with 3s, 4s, and 5s, so hard
All
to
right. So,
I think
believe.
if
Phil,
you were to
if
do
you,
that, I'd hit. Yeah.
yeah, you're
To
probably going to have
take
to.
half the roll away. Yeah.
Okay. And then how? How do you want to hit?
Oh, 7-3 and then 23-22.
Okay. 7-3 hitting and 24-22. Okay. I've got that. Got
I
that
looked
in.
at it,
22,
I don't really
22,
think it's
22.
right, but it's at least worth a consideration, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Because we're not at the edge of the prime and we,
Yep.
Yeah, we
we're,
can look at all pretty as we want coming in and building a prime, but we can't get out.
yeah.
Yeah, I think splitting splitting the back men's got to be right because they don't have many builders here. Their only option is walking that prime forward. If they get more
hmm
checkers around, you're not going to have a very good chance of splitting that again.
hmm
Right.
If they don't get big numbers this time, they're going to have to start rolling it in and possibly not be able, have to break it up. If they get something like a 4-2 or something like that.
Right.
Right. So I want to give the counterpoint to splitting the back checkers. I think that's too dangerous because they will have 3s, 4s, and 5s to be able to attack with. And 3s and 4s are not good right now. And by splitting, you make 3s and 4s good.
That's a good point.
Sometimes I make good points. Now, all that being said, is I still don't know what the right play to make is.
Someone suggested the double hit. I think it was you, Michelle. 7-3 and then 3-1.
Let's
No,
just
That
take
was
a look
me.
at
I
that.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
Really, if you're gonna have one, you might as well have the
I
second
like
one.
that.
7-3-6-5.
Yeah.
7-3-6-5 is another suggestion. Okay, let me add that in there. Hold on.
Yep.
7-3-6-5. Okay. So that's what 7-3-6-5 looks like. That's why this play is so hard. There's so many good, I don't know if they're good options, but there's so many options that are reasonable that you really have to consider. Boy, this is tough.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to vote for something that may be a whopper.
Could be any of them.
Could be any of them, yeah. So right now, the double hit is winning.
Is there any chance it's going to come back that we're going to be cubed and it's moot what we decide?
There's very much a chance.
Sure.
So, if I could say something, Jason, when I said that something comes back at us here, and I picked the double hit because I think it's the only thing that probably keeps the cube from coming back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's say we double hit. Are we going to take the cube that comes back at us?
No.
But the guy might not cube now, so you get one more turn. Like I think that's what Bill's point is.
Yeah. All right. Even more dangerous. I just changed my vote.
Gosh.
Wow, this is a lot to
Can
choose.
someone explain to me what the winning game plan is with the double hit?
If in my opinion, it's desperate times.
Slow 'em
call
down.
Desperate measures.
Yeah.
It's hoping to not have to make a cube decision for at least
And-
one more turn.
And if he dances and we cover, we bought time. I mean, I don't.
If he dances and we get double ones, then we have a strong take, I think.
Thank you.
I changed my vote again.
Do what it was before or something, a third option?
Back to what it was. I'm between two plays right now. Okay, well, right now, because we're not doing ranked choice voting, this is the play that has taken the lead.
Really?
That's got
The
four
first thing I
votes.
mentioned, although I thought it was wrong.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
All right, last call on the
Okay.
voting.
I also mentioned it, Bill, so it's even got a higher chance of being wrong.
According to Frank, it has to be wrong.
Double whopper, you can
have a
each
fun
claim one
play.
of them.
All right, looks like this is the winner. That's not what I voted for. So I changed my mind twice, but I settled on making the 12 point, but nobody's with me, so I'm all by myself. Okay, here we go. I think this is going to be wrong. And let's go back.
You didn't get hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, look at us.
23. Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
At least I came up with the second best play.
Making the 12 point.
Now, where's the double hit?
Ooh,
Nowhere.
way down.
Oh boy. I'm still scrolling.
Down in the lower 40s.
Here it
There you
is.
go.
332.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
I had to scroll down 2 pages to get to that one.
Minus 166.
Oh, that's rough.
Yep.
Okay, well, listen, collectively, we came up with the best play, and I was not part of the winning coalition there. All right, they hopped out with a checker. Okay, now what do we need to accomplish here?
Hidden cover works.
Cover our 3-point.
Hidden cover. Yeah, we
Hit
can
with
hidden
our
make it
16 or
The
13.
six
Yeah.
could be 22, 16, or 16, 10, actually.
Get that 10 and be able to
I've
cover
got a lot of
three.
good
Hit and
plays
cover.
we could get.
Okay, so
That's true.
22,
Yeah, I'm not
16.
sure on the 6. I do know
Okay,
the
so
3.
here's one play, right? And
About covering
we're
the
talking
3.
about this as another possibility?
But how about if we're gonna hit with the 6, then I want the 6-3 rather. Well,
6-3.
Yes.
Why not cover that 3? If
Yeah.
we're going to hit,
6,
Hit
3
with
is
the
better than
6,
13,
cover the
10, I'm
3.
pretty sure.
Oh,
the 10 may be a
16,
better
10.
point than the 3, though, but
No,
the
no.
3 is important.
We can't afford to have another another man
Yeah.
back there.
we have a
I'm
5-point
with you.
prime.
That looks beautiful.
Okay.
Or 22-16 and then
It
6. Well, no,
accomplishes
we
two
can't do that.
things, a hit and
Yeah.
cover,
The hit and cover. I like the hit and
put it
cover.
in one.
So the
I'm
hit
voting
and
for
cover
that.
is this play here? 20?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. And do I have all the reasonable choices on the
22, 13.
22 to 13? So no hitting at all.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Gives a 1 shot and a 6 shot.
yep.
Plus
There's
the
another-
inside stuff.
There's
Hitting
another
loose with
no hit,
3s,
22
4s, and
16,
5s
6 to
probably.
3.
No, it's too many. No, that's
Mike Fujita, can you say that again?
Another no hit play is 22 to 16, 6 to 3.
Yes, I should put that in there.
yes. I think that's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Okay. Okay, let's vote.
Oh, 3. That's high.
In these situations, I usually say sixes don't grow on trees.
I was just about to say that sixes don't
And-
grow on trees. What does
and,
grow on trees, Tom?
Not sixes.
Oh,
Money.
Many things, but I think that your biggest liability right now is being able to jump that 5 prime. And as soon as you get the opportunity to get one checker out of that, I think it's pretty much you have
I
to.
agree with Tom. I think in my experience in playing XG, if you don't escape a checker from behind a 5 prime with a 6, it's always a mistake, and it doesn't matter what else is going on.
yeah.
Good to
So
know.
Tom's rationale is why I voted to hop the prime.
I think I would 100% believe that if it was our last checker back, but here, in addition to hopping, another good outcome is we re-anchor up and wait for things with the 22 point.
Yes, that's true.
So given that, I think rather than leaving the direct shot, that's why I thought the hitting might be a good play. But I do understand that rationale may be right.
I mean, the
just
play that's not getting a lot of
Mm.
traction right now is making the 10 point. Nobody's voted for that. Thought that's interesting.
No,
I like it except for the blot on the 3. That
Yeah.
I like
and
it.
It's
the not
also,
Except
hopping.
you don't want to get another checker behind that 5 prime.
We certainly
I
don't.
like it. Yeah, I think that you have to come out with that because how many times have people said, "Oh, I'll make some good structure and I'll get those out later." I'm sure I'll be able to roll a 6. And then you go like 10 rolls with no 6.
Yeah. Well, you do get them out later, Tom, but it's next game when you get
Yes.
My opponents never seem to have that trouble. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, the voting
10,
right now, very
7.
slight lead for this play. Oh, now it's taking a bigger lead. All right. Looks like this is our play. So we've extricated a checker, covered, and no hit. So let's go for it.
Oh,
Oh no, we got hit. Let's go back.
18, 16, 10, 6, 3,
And the other one making the 10 point was basically tied.
13, 10.
So
Oh my gosh, I picked the
interesting
right
that
one.
running out a checker actually didn't like it.
Mm.
Backgammon's too hard.
She's very hard to please.
That's
All
what
right.
makes it
Well, they
great.
hit us. So
You got a good
6-3.
response.
All right. Well, now we'll just hop out, right?
Yep.
Because there's nothing
Yes.
else we can do.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a nice
Nice.
roll. That's a nice
Oh,
roll.
right.
23, 22.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that
hit
plays
his
itself.
butt
Gets
on
us
that
to the
horse.
edge of the prime. All right.
I
Hey, when
would
you roll
consider
like
a
that and
cube
you
on
get
the
easy
next
plays,
roll.
your PR is going to go
We
down
already-
because you
we
can't
already
make a
cubed it.
mistake.
Oh, we did?
I agree.
We
I
already
agree with
agreed.
Abby.
You're right.
Cube on the next roll.
Oh no, I guess
Cube on
we've
the next
already done
roll.
that.
Okay. Except we already cubed.
Oh,
My
okay.
mistake.
We could ask them to beaver.
Uh-oh. This one's not as good.
No.
Get that foggy about it.
14, 11.
Okay. 14 to 11.
Right up in his face.
So that'll minimize shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
ones and 5-2, 13 numbers.
Oh no, that doesn't work. I was looking if we could duplicate his threes, but if we do 14, 13, we have no two available.
Yeah. Boy, that makes this extra awkward, right?
What about 6 to 3?
6-3. Mm, I think that spare on the 6 is pretty useful.
And it's easier to hit a four than a one anyway.
Yeah. Okay, I want to just pitch one other play, which is 16, 15, 16, 14.
I was
Uh,
thinking that too.
and the reason is they need fives to hop our prime, and then this gives them fives to hit. And they need fives to hit, among other things, our blot. I don't know if this is the play I want to make, but I think it's worth considering.
Yes.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't like that entirely was that it opens up the 6. So if he rolls a 6, he's
Yeah,
safe. That checker on 10 is safe. On our 10 is
right,
safe.
right.
And it puts it in a place that's very scary.
Right.
It slots making his full six prime.
Yep, exactly.
Yvonne, it's on Slido.com, code 1296.
Okay, we can vote.
I like, oh, did anyone mention 16, 14, and 16, 15? If we did 14, 12, it gives them a new number to hit with. So I would stick with fives to hit.
Yeah,
Because they have fives on both sides of the board.
right, right. Okay, let's vote unless there's other plays that you're thinking about. I think we've identified our candidates. I think this is the best turnout we've ever had for our study session. We have 17 people in the call right now, which is really great.
The tie on the vote.
Thank you,
And a
Karen.
tie on the vote for now.
I'm about to vote. I'm trying to get in here. I keep losing my stupid window. I have to keep going in, logging in, put the 1296 in, get the get the thing.
Bill Powell, you might consider doing it on a mobile phone.
That's another piece of technology I haven't mastered very much either. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it's down at the bottom.
Well, we need some more votes because we're tied right now between 1411 and
See,
1615.
now I see the voting, but I don't see where I can vote. I had this problem before, I remember.
It's probably already logged in on the screen.
Just tell us how you would vote, Bill.
1411 is my vote.
All right, we're going to take that as the tiebreaker. Here we go, 1411. Oh, we got hit. All right, let's see.
That was 14, 11.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about 14, 12, 6, 5. I think somebody did mention that. Okay, they hit us, but they still have three back. So what now?
Come in number
Well, the
3.
three has to come in, obviously.
First move.
And I'm gonna hit on,
I would hit them.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
on the
that's
1
pretty
point.
obvious. Yeah.
6-1 hitting. I guess the other play is 16-11. And there's probably
Yep.
no other plays to consider.
Yep.
You wouldn't consider 6-1?
I think that's, yeah, I have that in
Oh,
there.
that's the other one.
Oh,
Right.
oh, okay.
Yeah, either 6-1 or 16-11.
Not advocating, but on the theory, we have to look at everything and try to come up with three options. 8-3 would be the third option, I guess.
All right.
Yes.
But it's not going to be 7-2.
Yeah, not 7-2.
All right, let's vote. What's the plus side of hitting on the ace point? What does this accomplish?
Slows him down.
Well,
Yeah.
if he
Tempo.
fails, we might cover it with a 6 or 7 next time.
Mhm.
Hey, Jason, what
Yeah,
about
but
1611
Yep, I've got that in
and
there.
13?
We got a 3 on the bar to play first.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Jason, my answer to your question, I think the strongest argument for 6-1 is that it's not anything else.
Yeah.
You're forcing him to come in higher.
Yeah.
And I think we have to
Okay.
be open to the fact that we might want to switch to a back game if we get hit.
It's possible we might be forced into it.
Right, exactly.
But they
Right.
also have 2 checkers behind our 4 prime, so
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have to be open to the idea of it, though.
yeah. Okay, the
I'm not-
votes are to hit on the ace point. That's what I voted for.
Whoa.
Ouch.
Oh, they didn't like, XG doesn't like it.
16-11 was by far better.
You didn't say that.
Well, they hit us, and then they just slide forward, and now we've got a 3-2 to play. Things are starting to get dicey.
Yes.
Pun intended.
Yep. Boy, oh boy.
8586. Or hop
From the
out
bar.
1613, 1614.
Gotta come in first, Therese.
Got to come in first.
Oh, that again.
Oh boy.
I guess 16.
16, 14.
22,
16,
yeah,
14.
22 and 14.
You
If
sure
we
you
give
want
him
to
that-
come in on the 22? What about coming in on the 23?
What's the advantage of
When
that?
to get to the edge of the prime.
Oh, you're committed to a
Um,
back game then, if you come in on 23.
Yeah,
That's
but
why I watched
also,
him
how
out.
are they with that
Sure.
strip
Do you want
board?
another one?
How are they going to hit you on the 23 if they don't break their prime?
So I don't think it's about, getting hit or not. I think you just want to be at the edge of the prime so that you can hop out with that spare
Yeah,
check.
true.
If
Number
you do get that
sixes would
miracle
kill
double
you.
6, you won't be able to play it.
Yeah, Steven said sixes would kill you in that situation. They would not
Yeah.
be pleasant. I agree.
Okay, let's vote. And I think we're getting close to 6 o'clock, so why don't we make this our last one and then we'll stop for the day. Last vote for the evening. Okay, most of the votes are for coming in on the 22 and going to the 14. Okay. And all right, we finished on a good note. We made the right play there. So we'll pick this up again next week. Thank you all for coming. So thanks for joining us at the Mid-Atlantic Backgammon Club study group. If you're interested in joining our study group or playing in our tournament, send us an email at midatlanticbg@gmail.com.
Thank you.